Hello everyone, welcome to Civil Engineering Amalgam channel. Today we are going to study geometric design of road. In the geometric design, there are four important points that to be studied. First is cross-section elements. The cross-section element consists of camber, shoulder, median, carriageway. These are the physical characteristics of the road. Second is side distance, stopping side distance, overtaking side distance, intermediate side distance, and headlight side distance. Third point is horizontal alignments, that is we are going to study types of horizontal curves and transition curve. Fourth one is vertical alignments, gradient, summit curve and valley curve. Today we are going to study cross section elements. First, cross section element. In a cross section element, first element is camber. Camber is nothing but a slope provided in the transverse direction. Then what do you mean by transverse direction slope? Suppose this is the road, this will be its longitudinal direction and this will be its transverse direction. Then camber is the slope provided in transverse direction. Means if we walk a n number of steps, then we have to provide a one unit of camber, that is 1 in n or in percentage. In percentage we can calculate it by 100 divided by n or 1 in n. It varies with respect to road surfaces. Means there are different value for the camber depending upon the surface of the road. First is for the cement concrete, it is 1 in 50. For in converting into percentage, we know that 100 divided by n is 50. 100 divided by 50, it will be 2%. It is for heavy rain and another is for light rain. In cement concrete, for heavy rain it is 1 in 50, for light rain 1 in 60. In thin bituminous road, it is for heavy rain 1 in 40 and light rain 1 in 50. In WBM gravel surface, it is 1 in 33 and 1 in 40. And next is in case of earthen road, it is 1 in 25 for heavy rainfall and 1 in 33 for the light rainfall. Whereas in many exam it is asked that what is the minimum camber provided in road, that is 1 in 60 or 1.7%, and also the maximum slope or the camber provided in roads, that is 1 in 25 or 4%. Next, what are the different types of the camber? First is straight, that is in straight camber, a vertical camber is provided with the help of formula, that is y is equals to w upon 2n. W is the total width of the road divided by 2 into n. It is suitable for the slow moving vehicles. Whereas in case of the fast moving vehicles, the vehicles experiences some jerk, hence this is not suitable for the fast moving vehicle. In case of parabolic curve, the slope, the camber, that is y, it is provided with the formula 2x square upon nw. W is the width of the road, whereas x is the horizontal distance, suitable for the fast moving vehicles. Parabolic camber is suitable only for the fast moving vehicle. These vehicles are run smoothly. Whereas third is a straight and parabolic camber. It is the combination of straight and parabolic camber. It is suitable for fast as well as slow moving vehicles. Now our next element is pavement unevenness. Unevenness is nothing but the depressions that we experience while driving a vehicles on the road, that can be measured with the help of bump indicator. What will be the limit for acceptable limit for the unevenness? In case of the good pavement surface, unevenness should not be greater than 150 cm for a 1 km length road, whereas for the 100 km per hour speed, unevenness should be 250 cm per kilometer is accepted. Then last element is terrain. Then what do you mean by terrain? Terrain is nothing but the depending upon the value of the gradient, there are different types of terrain classified. If the value of the gradient is less than 10%, it is plain terrain. If it is 10 to 25%, then it is rolling terrain. 25 to 60%, it is mountainous terrain, and greater than 60%, it is a steep type of terrain. The road, in which also it also includes the drainage facilities. Next is road margin. This portion of the land is acquired by government for the future expansion point of view. The next is road land boundary. Thereafter, a building line. From this boundary, the buildings are constructed. Up to this control line, the road only can control the how much should be the height of the buildings or the building characteristics. After this line, there is no control of the road authority for the building construction. For these different elements, there are some standard values given by the IRC. For the carriageway width for the single lane 3.75 meter, for two lane without curb 7 meter, for the 2 lane with curb 7.5 meter, intermediate lane 5.5 meter, for the multi lane carriageway it is 3.5 meter per lane. For curb, low mountable curbs 10 cm, medium barrier 15 cm, high curb 20 cm. Median, for minimum width of the median is 3 meter and the maximum is 5 meter. Roadway width, it is not important, but just from the information point of view, we can see that what should be the roadway width, that is given in this table. So you can look at this.